I don't know. I think personally, I'd have ambitions to grow a little bit bigger. I think that each designer we brought into the team has different facets, different skills, and I think it's been great for us to bounce off other people as we grow. Starting with just the two of you, it's kind of can be quite limited, and I mean, I guess we've been fortunate that we bring a lot of our own personal interests in with Tommy, with photography or illustration, and I'm kind of keenly into film or technology or digital side of things. We can bring all those in to try and keep what things that we're referencing and ideas and things that we're interested in quite new, but having more people and more designers, I think, up to a certain point, can really benefit you from having different input, different point of view, different inspiration on a project as well. So I think 6 has worked really well for us for a little while, but I'd be interested to see how many more designers you add in until it kind of gets to saturation point. But I think it's probably more down to the people than it is the number, making sure that you bring the right people on the team. And I think that with us having worked for 5 years and only got to 6 has been down to us wanting to make sure that we have the right people on the team, and we've been kind of quite picky about that so far.
We've been quite slow to recruit, cautious to recruit, I would say, and it's been us working out who the right people are to work with, and this usually starts with a freelance stint, and that's been the way it's worked so far. But I think when we first set up, we decided, we talked about what our ambition was in the long term for the company, and I think we both sort of agreed that we never really wanted it to be any bigger than could sit around a very large table. And I think for all the reasons from the last question, really, it's to keep that sort of autonomy on things, and both feel involved with things. I think 10 seems as almost the perfect number, I would say. Usually, when someone comes in for freelance, they usually stay with us for a while, like several months. But it's entirely on a project by project basis, and that for us is a lean and contemporary way to run a company. Being able to flex according to the project is vital to be able to succeed, I think.
We've got a very modular system. I think it's probably a very new contemporary way to run a design studio, that we do use the freelance, but we kind of often have a family of freelancers, so different people that we use for different things. We don't have strengths, so it's not complete stab in the dark. If we have a new project, we make sure that we've got people we know have different skills in editorial or digital background or anything, so we can pull on our extended family anytime we need to, and then we bolster up the studio. So that's why, although we say we're a studio of 6, it's kind of constantly in flux, I think is a better way to think of it.
A lot of the people we've known for years, I think of the most recent ones that have come in, other than Simon perhaps, is people that maybe Bob or I went to university with, that have kind of all followed a similar path. It's some are newer relationships than others, but most of the time it comes from either having worked at previous studios or it's a strong recommendation from someone else.
Recommendation can be key, but we are completely open. We do receive a lot of CVs and PDFs, email, and even post still as well. And we make sure that we try and look at everything that comes through, students or freelance or whatever. And if there is anyone interested, we do regularly meet with freelancers and other designers as well, just to meet them, see what they're about, see their portfolio. And a few people that have been added to our extended family have come through that as well. So it's not just being part of our existing network.
More recently, we've introduced more senior people to the company, just because the projects that I'm talking about full-time staff, just because of the projects that we've had have been a little bit broader and probably require a bit more experience. But having said that, we run a regular intern program, and we think that that's a good opportunity for people to come in and actually try lots of different studios. So it's I don't think we're quite at the point yet where we would be ready to take on a junior designer necessarily, but we like to keep that internship program going, for that exact reason.
I think it's something that we're kind of quite excited to look into in the future as we grow. I think being as small as we are, but working on the level of projects that we do, that we always knew that if we were to take some initial designers on, they would probably be more on the senior side to help take the pressure off of Tommy and myself and make sure that there's more of a contribution to the team from that, being able to deliver level. So I think our strategy to begin with was always that we would start kind of at the top level and then maybe work down to bringing a junior onto the team. And also it's better for them as well to have the support or have someone in between, because from my own experience it's kind of good to have someone that you can quickly work with or doesn't have as much time pressure as creative directors do, because it can be quite alienating for a junior designer to work directly with someone who has such time constraints. So it's good to make sure that they've got the network around them that they need before they come on board as well.
We're lucky to have really talented people around us, and they don't even know it, but they really do provide quite a safety net for us. I find that a really reassuring thing.
Yeah, I agree with Tommy that, I think it's harder when you're trying to set up a studio because you're trying to do all of that and then also design everything yourself, and also you think you have to do it yourself as well. You want to make sure that it's right, but when you've got people or hire people that are more talented than you are, then you can completely trust them to inspire you and come up with something brilliant and go in directions that you never even thought of. So in that case you can completely just hand something over to them, make sure you're still involved, but completely trust them to get on with the job that you would have done and let you focus on other aspects.